Hi David, welcome to Siwela Wine. Hi, my name is Siwela, the owner of Siwela Wines, and today I am with David and I'm going to be sharing with you my story. Siwela Wines is known as a female black-owned wine company, and we produce a variety of different wines. While I was still studying, I studied biotechnology while majoring in fermentation and microbiology. I got inspired to learn more about wine because I come from Limpopo and I never really thought about what goes into making a bottle of wine. And that was when I really for the first time decided that I think this is what I can spend the rest of my life doing. And thankfully, when I was done with my studies, I got the opportunity to work with some of the amazing wine farms in Stellenbosch, and that's where I've learned everything that I know today about crafting beautiful wines. And I started with my internship in production, which led me into quality, working for one of the biggest wine and spirit producers in Africa. And I later on realized that there were not a lot of young black women within the space of winemaking. And I thought to myself, why don't I just go out there and start this journey of winemaking and hopefully inspire somebody else that is like me, that also has no idea of the opportunities that lie within the South African wine industry. And that's what inspired me to start and launch my wine brand. We are now celebrating, or this year it is our sixth year since I've launched the business, or since I've launched my first bottle of wine. And this right here is actually the first bottle of wine that I started with, and it's today the one bottle that we produce more of. We produce about 6,000 bottles of this wine. And what's also interesting, or what's also fascinating, or rather what I'm proud about with my range, is the fact that they're all award winning. We've entered a couple of wine competitions throughout the years, and we have been lucky to receive some gold medals for all of them. And we also have some of them that would carry more than 5 of the awards that we have entered. And this is the Grace Premium Red, and this is named and inspired by my mother. Besides just making wine, I'm very passionate about sharing my knowledge with other people, and I also teach wine. So I also have an online wine academy where people can learn about wine. And we also, where I'm sitting, it is at our tasting room, which is in Hartis, which is known as a tourist attraction area, and we host wine lovers and novices alike wine tastings, and actually much more exciting wine tasting experiences, from just a typical tasting experience to sip and paints, to wine blending sessions, and also master classes. And so we do also offer, an exciting boat ride experience, because you have never really experienced Hartis until you are at the dam. We do also private bubbly boat cruises, which are our top experience in Hartis. So so you can take the wines from here. I call this the Wall of Fame, and here this is where we're showcasing our achievements. This is where we're showcasing all of the awards that we have received for the wines. We've actually entered a couple of events, different competitions, from your Women in Wine and Spirit Awards, and we've yearly in and out entered the competition and actually won gold for most of our wines. We've also won several gold medals for different wines, including our sparkling wines, and that is our Cap Classic. That was for Gilbert and Gilliard International Competition, and we've also got some for the Merit Wine and Spirit Challenge, and more of the South African Women in Wine and Spirit Awards, and many more. Actually, there's also the Gold Wine Awards. There's also the Rosé Wine and Spirit Challenge that we've won for our rosé wines. That includes the sparkling wines and our Pinotage Rosé. It's been really quite an overwhelming experience, and yeah, some proud moments throughout the journey. Yeah. So we've also got this one. This is the award we won for top 16 youth-owned brands, and we won top beverage for the year 2022. This was really exciting. Yeah, Siwela wines. And as you can see, this is the journey where I started. This is when I was doing my internship in Stellenbosch, and this is me. And later on, this was when I started within the quality department. This was 2014, and this is me crafting my beautiful wines, making sure that each and every wine is of great quality. Would you like to try this?
Thank you so much.
The idea here is to create something that's very intimate and that wine lovers can enjoy sitting in intimate groups, catching a break and enjoying a good glass of wine. Because remember, drinking wine is more than just sipping on that fermented grapes, but it is about the experience. And here we try by all means to make sure that you do get the experience. You do also learn a little bit more about wine. So when you leave more of an informed wine drinker than you were when you got in here. And if you come around here, you're also surrounded by a display of our wines and of course our awards, just as a reminder of how brilliant the wines are. And some of the display equipment, these would be the type of equipments that we use to make wine, and this is what you would use to close, to cap your and right about here we have another setting. If you're sitting in groups, you sit here, you know, just a little bit of a display of something that shows you and teaches you and actually reminds you of how to taste wine. And then here we have just a display or a show of how wine is made. This is your white wine process and this is your red wine process. Okay, so here, this is our most selling bottle of wines, right? This is our premium red wine, and this is the wine I named, and that was inspired by my mother. And it's not a surprise that it's actually selling so much. This is our premium red wine. It is a blend, a combination of different wines, but it is predominantly Cabernet Sauvignon, which is also wooded, and that gives it that finesse, and it's very smooth, elegant. And of course, I named it the Enthusiast Collection because I also believe that it offers more experience to the wine drinker, and it's definitely something that you want to enjoy with good friends or gift somebody who is a wine enthusiast. So there's also some white wines that we produce. This is a very interesting one. It's the Cuvée Stramina. It's a natural sweet white, but we do have, sparkling wines. We do have rosé wines. We also have some Cap Classique wines. There's a wide range of wines that we produce, and everybody, I believe that our range caters to everybody. It doesn't matter what kind of wine drinker you are or what wines you prefer, you definitely will find a bottle of wine that you enjoy within the Siwela Wines range.
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing story that we told here about Siwela Wines with Siwela herself, guys. And again, would you like to say something? Because I'm really inspired by her story for sure.
I'm looking forward to welcoming you guys into my space and our space at Siwela Wines, so you can explore our different wines and the great work that we have here. And yeah.
And the wine is amazing. I must say, really honestly, the wine is really, really amazing, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe, share, and destroy that like button because these stories are actually amazing. And I will see you in the next LivinginSAtv video.